Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We are almost at the end of this third conference, Amenet. I would like to invite Mrs. Carmela Calles Burdet, Vice Rector of Autonomous University of Madrid, in this closing session. Please, Carmela, take the floor. Thank you very much for attending this final session of the
Well,
conference.
thank you so very much, moderator, and good afternoon to everyone. Thank you very much for being here after this hectic and so dense couple of days that you have been working and attending all these keynotes speeches and all these communications that I'm sure that have been of great interest. We are all tired, but you in particular, so I won't be very long. But I want to stress how important this kind of initiative aimed at raising excellence and at giving excellence to all the partners in a network as we are here in Amenet. We can see how important these initiatives are, not only for academic purposes, which of course they are important and they are extremely fruitful, but also that we can extend the benefits to economic, local or social, even geopolitical. I was attending yesterday, of course, the inauguration, and these ambassadors of my country in Ghana and the ambassador of the European Union in Ghana, and later on that I couldn't attend, unfortunately, but I will watch the speeches, of course. All these plans for Africa that we are designing and that we are implementing from Europe, with new eyesights, with new insights into the African realities. As I say, the academic purposes extend beyond research and beyond teaching and training, which is extremely important, but also they reach, other actors, economic companies, and also politics, which we should really be very grateful to all the academics for this. Just to say how important for us is this network and this kind of events and this kind of projects. And I am sure that from Universidad Autónoma of Madrid, we will enrich this kind of interactions, and we will give more opportunities for projects to gather all these varied actors, and of course, above all, our friends and our sister universities, such as University of Ghana, that has a host today or yesterday and today's conference. So I think I will stop here just to thank you very much for attending the conference. Of course, the organizers, of course, the starting point and the starting person and the very cherished professor of this university, Professor Meya, but all his colleagues in Universidad Autónoma of Madrid, of course, of the University of Ghana, and all the collaborators that are like Esther Alarcón and of course our dear moderator Jan, that have performed phenomenal work. I am so glad to have been here, as in previous conferences, in this multilingual, multicultural, and multidisciplinary network. I will finish with another language. Merci beaucoup pour ceux qui sont francophones. Moi aussi, je suis francophone. Merci bien d'être venu à cette conférence. And I will end also in my own language. Muchísimas gracias a todos. Un abrazo muy fuerte desde la Universidad Autónoma de Madrid, with the hope that we will build up and we will build more projects that bring us together, Africa and Europe. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much to you,
Thank you.
Professor. Thank you. I'm now pleased to pass the floor to the Professor Daniel Kowena Twerfu, coordinator of Amenet in Ghana, who is going to say his closing words. Thank you, Professor.
Right. Thank you very much, Ian. I think all too soon what started, yesterday has come to an end. And we know that everything that has got beginning has got an end. I am very happy that this conference has been very, very, very successful, right? All the presentations were made. There are a lot of interest and comments, generated by the participants, suggesting that the papers that were presented were quite of interest to them. We had over 70 papers coming from 20 countries. It's quite, significant. It's quite, encouraging. So let me take this opportunity to thank all the participants and especially the organizers, okay? Especially the organizers. I think I know the effort that Professor Mela has put in together his team, Professor Louis, and then Esther, has all the patience to provide everything again and again and again. What I think going forward is that maybe we have to sit down and have a good idea, some sort of synopsis about the outcome of the conference, which we can share on our website. And also further, we may have to think carefully about how to publish some of the papers, right? I have some thoughts about getting some books, some edited books, where we can comfortably acknowledge Amenet for the efforts that they've made so that we can move the situation forward. What I also think we have to start thinking through is that, this is the third year, possibly we may have another conference in Dakar, and then the project comes to an end. The question here is that where do we take it from here? Okay, it shouldn't be a 9-day wonder. You have a 3-year project, full stop, and you don't move it anywhere. So we have to start thinking about how and where to take this sort of a network to make sure that, the African, Mediterranean, Europe, and of course, the COVID challenges that are presented here, we find a way of, managing how we go on post-COVID. I don't want to spend a lot of time because I know we are all tired, especially Jan. I can see from your face, moderating, talking, having all the patience to listen to these people is quite, it's quite good. So let me end here, and then I hope that, we are all happy about the outcome. And thank you so much for all your presentations, your encouragement, and the effort that you've put into making this conference a success.
Thank you very much,
I'm done,
Professor. Yes. Thank you. Surely there is still a long way to run yet in this very exciting project. And now, finally, I would like to invite Professor Luis Collado, coordinator of Amenet in the Autonomous University of Madrid. Please, Professor.
Okay, thank you, Jane. Good afternoon to everyone. As coordinator of the Amenet network Amenet with Professor Mella, I want to thank first of all the professors who accompany me in the session, and without whose work and collaboration, the celebration of this Congress would have not been possible. Professor Carmela Calés, Vice Rector of International Relations at Universidad Autónoma of Madrid, and Professor Daniel Kowena Twerfu, the coordinator of Amenet in Ghana. Additionally, on behalf of the Amenet network Amenet, I would like to express our gratitude to all participants, especially keynote speakers, moderators, those who have presented communications in parallel sessions, and in general attendees for their participation in this third Congress of Amenet. I would also like to thank the Scientific Committee of the Congress for their work in reviewing all the communications, a rigorous task, since not all well accepted, but also constructive because they have also sent comments to the authors to improve their communications or to focus them more precisely to the topics of the Congress. I want to give also a very, very special thanks to Esther Alarcón, member of the technical staff of Amenet at the Universidad Autónoma of Madrid, to Jan Lang, researcher at the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, university integrated into Amenet, and to Inmaculada Martín from the General Foundation of the Universidad Autónoma de Madrid for their help in the organization, not only in the task before the Congress, but also in the technical organization of all these online sessions and in their presence in them to solve any difficulties. Actually, all of us here have contributed to make this Congress a reality in a way that a year ago we never imagined it could be like this. For all this, thank you again. I believe that we have more than met the objective of analysis expressed in the title of the Congress, enhancing sustainable development and regional integration through effective and efficient resource exploitation and mobilization in Africa, Mediterranean, and European Union post-COVID-19. As organizers, we hope that the Congress has allowed you to have an active discussion on key issues for the future of Africa, but also for the future of Europe in a common framework of reinforced integration in the general context of sustainable development, with all the new challenges that COVID-19 is imposing to our societies, but also to our economies and our environment. And the inspiring presentations and debates we had yesterday, but also this morning, have underlined the importance of using natural resources under the considerations and principles of sustainability to achieve sustainable development in African countries. In fact, I strongly believe the rest of the world has a debt to Africa for its conservation of natural resources. If Africa has contributed and is contributing right now to the global achievement of environmental objectives, generally maintaining levels of material and energy consumption below the levels of developed countries, these countries should also contribute with technology and financial resources with Africa to help this continent to achieve its development and to meet the needs of its population. Finally, I want to remind you that Amenet activities don't end with this Congress. Next month, on the 23rd of March, we will celebrate an online seminar in Senegal, as you have heard, at the University of Dakar, to analyze the development of agricultural and agri-food sectors in Africa. This is a key question for the future of the continent, if we take into account the projections of population growth for the coming decades and the increasing process of urbanization that is also taking place. And during the second semester, we'll have another Congress. It will also be hosted by the University of Dakar, probably in an online format due to the pandemic. And the main themes will be connected with the social and institutional dimensions of sustainability. And in this sense, we will open a call for communications to address issues such as the importance of peace for the future of development and integration in African countries, the growing role of governance versus centralization is something that was already discussed yesterday morning, or the importance of national and international institutions for economic integrations and development, the contribution of stability, and the analysis of migrations in and from the continent, and the importance, for instance, of refugees. However, those core topics will probably be expanded with other key issues, such as the evolution of COVID-19, the access to vaccines in the different countries, the prospects for economic recovery, etc. You can find the details of our past activities and our next activities on the web page of Amenet. It's www.amenet.eu, and you are invited to participate. I will not extend my speech any longer because we are sure that you have been working very hard those 2 days. But I don't want to finish without thanking you again for your attention and for participating in these activities of this network of African and European universities. So thank you very much and see you hopefully very soon. And merci beaucoup et à bientôt au Sénégal.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Thank you.
Hola.
Thank you very much. I would like, if Professor Meya would like to add something more, just to finalize the session, please.
Well, just to say thank you very much to everybody. It was a pleasure to meet you again and see you next time in Dakar and also in Accra, very likely in April.
Yes.
So congratulations for your effort and see you again. It will be a pleasure. See you next time.
Well, thank you once more. Instead to say goodbye, I will say au revoir. See you next time.
Au revoir, see you, bye.
Bye.
Hola, à bientôt.
À bientôt, merci beaucoup.
À bientôt, au
Merci
revoir.
beaucoup,
Bye
monsieur.
bye.
À
Thank
bientôt.
you so
Bye bye.
much. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Daniel. Bye. Thank you.